Hey dancers, welcome back to our channel. I'm Julie and I'm the owner and one of the instructors here at Broche Ballet, a ballet school for adults in Denver, Colorado. Today I want to talk to you about one of the perhaps hardest steps in ballet, which is just walking. Walking, of course, not just walking down the street in a pedestrian way, but walking and looking super pretty as if you're walking on stage, walking to meet your prince, whatever you're going to be doing. So first thing to remember is that just because it's called walking doesn't mean it's easy or something that you already know how to do. So don't worry if it takes you a little while to pick up the coordination of how to do a ballet walk. So first of all, when you want to start, usually you start in a B+ for a ballet walk. You're going to start by doing a little, almost like a pas de cheval or a développé with this back leg out to the front. You're going to plie on your standing leg, and then you're going to push onto a straight leg while you bend this back leg. So again, we take the back leg, we start in a plie with a little pas de cheval of that back leg, present that foot out. Of course, it's going to be gorgeous and turned out, and your heel is going to be up and all that wonderful stuff. You're going to plie your standing leg and push onto a straight leg. You want that push to be a nice glide, very smooth from one foot to the other. You don't want to choppy fall on that foot. You want to very evenly transfer your weight from one foot to the other. To do that, you want to feel like you're peeling your back toes up off the ground to really push you up onto your front legs. So again, if you watch my back toes, right here, I'm going to peel through them and push off from my back toes. That'll also ensure that my toe is pointed by the time it leaves the ground, because you always want your toes to be pointed in that ballet walk. So let's try to string two of them together. So you're going to start with that little pas de cheval développé with a plie, push onto your standing leg. Then the new standing leg is going to plie as you développé the back leg out. You're going to push onto it. Plie and push. Plie, and then you would push. So again, we take that back leg, present it out with a plie. Make sure this one's not straight. Always want to plie on that standing leg and then push off onto the other leg. Plie and push. So thinking about those two words in your head, plie and push. So a couple of things you want to think about while you're doing this is that your upper body is going to be so graceful and open and generous. So as you're walking, you don't show any tension or any stress in your upper body. You're just going to walk. Typically, you'll present your hands and your arms through first, open second. Maybe you'll flip them over to allongé and close down. That's a very common walk to go first and second, allongé and down. So that's one thing to really think about is your upper body. Work on a nice, big, generous port de bras. You can even work on that just standing still. I mean, it's a lot of work, no matter even if you're walking or not. You can just work on standing in fifth, going through first, open second, very generous. You notice my palms are almost a little bit up. I'm almost leaning a little bit forward, reaching through my chest, giving something to the audience. Flip over and down. Through first, opening to second, nice, big, generous arms, and then closing and floating those arms down. So as you put all that together, you want your arms to be nice and smooth, while your legs are also moving very gently from one leg to the other. So the last thing to think about when you're doing those ballet walks is that you should still remember all of your ballet technique. So you're not going to be sticking your tailbone out anywhere. You're going to make sure your hips are right up and over that leg. It's going to be very turned out and rotated. And then that front leg is going to be turned out, rotated, that foot's pointed. So you always want to have that technique in the lower half of your body so that you don't let your legs turn in or get wiggly or bendy or anything like that. Just nice plie turned out on that leg, push to a nice turned out leg. One of the hardest things to do in ballet, which is one of the reasons why this is such a hard step, is to step onto a turned out leg. So just standing on a turned out leg is hard enough, but to actually point your foot and then step onto it and then have it take your weight with those turnout muscles really firing and engaged is really challenging. So make sure as you're walking through that you keep engaging that turnout right at the top of those hips the whole time when you push yourself onto your other leg. Well, that's all for today, dancers. I hope that helps you figure out how to walk onto stage, walk through the studio, and do your ballet walks with confidence. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Take care.